Hi, this is Carlos Cousins, and the following literary narrative question is just asking what the author would most likely do after having read the entire passage. I've included only the last paragraph here. I think it should give us a good idea of what's going on. So the first one says, supporting children in all that they do to build independence. Would the author support children in all that they do to build independence? Maybe, but we don't have any evidence in the passage anywhere that talks about the independence of children and how important it is to build it. I don't see this. So whether or not this would be the case, it could be the case. We don't have direct evidence. So for now, this seems like not necessarily the right answer. We'll see if we find something better. To punish children severely for infractions. Probably not. This one is definitely not something the author would endorse. Remember, endorse means support. The author would actually support the opposite, I think. Think about the way that she feels after all of the mistreatment she's gotten from Cousin John's family, her aunt, etc. He had violent tyrannies. His sisters were proud and indifferent toward her. Her aunt, John's mother, didn't like her. She had an aversion to her. All the servants were partial to the other kids rather than her. And, that all came back to her when she was in that room. Turned up her disturbed mind. She was disturbed like a dark deposit in a turbid well. So she's suffering. She doesn't know why she's suffering. Browbeaten, accused, forever condemned. And this why here is, rhetorical. It's what she's actually saying is it's unfair. I shouldn't be always suffering, browbeaten, always accused and forever condemned. I should have the same type of life that the other kids do. Why could I never please? Why, no matter what I do, are people angry with me? So she doesn't think that everybody should be punished severely for infractions. It seems that she feels that she's been too severely punished. To try to treat children equally no matter their status. Well, this one makes a lot more sense. Even though she's not an actual brother or sister, sorry, to John and his sisters, they're not siblings, and she's not part of the immediate family of her aunt. She wants to be treated equally. So yeah, she would most likely endorse that all children be treated equally, no matter their status. This looks really good. Um, Between A and C here, I'm going to go ahead and cross out A, and that has really nothing to do with independence necessarily. It has to do with people being treated fairly and equally. To entrust children's care to nannies, oh, that really has nothing to do here. It does say that the servants were partial to the other kids. So even then, if some of those servants were nannies, those nannies didn't really treat her like she thought she should be treated, equally to her cousins. So that makes answer choice C here the best answer choice. I hope that it helped with this problem, and happy prepping.